there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. So ito, top 10 scary ghost videos to freak you out. Nagawa ko na yung 10 to 6. Ito naman ang 5 to 1. So, matindi to. So, kung sino nagagandahan sa aking t-shirt, dahil ako'y ganda-ganda at love na love ko tong bagong t-shirt ko, ito ay mabibili nyo sa Rookie Clothing. So, ito, Rookie Clothing, ilalagay ko sa description sa baba kung saan nyo mabibili ang link, ang damit na to. Ilalagay ko yung link sa baba. So, ito, tirahin natin to bago pa tirahin ng iba.
Passing through. Popular urban explorer Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back on another creepy exploration. This time he explores an abandoned and allegedly haunted factory that was built back in 1916 and has been deserted for over 50 years. Chris makes his first on-screen appearance in this video and just saying, but he looks like he could probably kick a ghost ass.
Grabe, oo, gulpi sarado ang ano dyan, ang laki ng katawan eh.
Even he starts to get a bit freaked out as he explores the old factory. Soon after arriving, Chris captures something very creepy on camera.
I wonder what these things are used for.
Sang ina, tatago multo dito pag nakita to na walang hiyaw yung ghost hunter na yun. Ang laki ah.
These shells are all connected.
Magtatago ang multo. Uy, gago, wag ganyan, baka may lumabas dyan. Oh my goodness.
Can't tell though.
A dark figure can be seen quickly moving out of sight at the end of a small tunnel system.
Ay,
In the
oo nga,
dark, Chris
no?
doesn't even notice the strange shape and just continues exploring. Chris sets up a static infrared camera to record himself as he checks out the main hall of the factory. What happens next is downright chilling.
Gago, pinil niya yung body ng lalaki kasi ang ganda ng katawan eh. So, pinil niya talaga yun. Siguro juding yung multo.
Something that gives him chills.
That was loud.
Ayun o. Pucha.
What the was that?
Almost immediately, another figure appears in a doorframe on the left and seems to be watching Chris. And things just get worse. Chris is suddenly struck with extreme nausea and unfortunately, he pukes. I've muted the audio and blurred the video because it's a little gross. But I wanted to leave the scene in because something happens to Chris right at this moment that is truly bizarre.
Yak, subuka.
The same translucent figure from before seems to leave Chris's body as he vomits violently. Now, viewers of Chris's YouTube channel believe that he had an encounter with a demonic presence and that something sinister actually entered and left his body. But what do you think? You can watch this entire exploration and many more adventures in creepy abandoned places over on Chris's YouTube channel, Urbex Hill.
Nasuka siya sa... Minsan ganun yun, yung sumasama yung
The
pakaramdam.
doppelganger.
Ito dito ako takot sa double.
Dima was living a quiet life with his girlfriend Laura in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Ganda ng babae.
But lately he says their lives have been turned upside down by some truly terrifying events. One night, the couple falls asleep on the couch in the living room when Giovanni is woken up by a very disturbing sound.
Que porra é essa, mano?
Vem cá.
Que porra é essa?
Sino nagsalita? Ay, hindi. Pucha. Uy, danda ng paling, gago ka.
Giovanni's girlfriend Laura
Nagulat ako. Sorry, may dagang lumabas. Nagulat ako. Putang ina yung buhay na
He's
to.
asleep
May nervous na
on
ako.
the couch right next to
Who
him.
is it?
But chillingly, he hears what sounds like her voice coming from somewhere down the hall.
Vem cá,
Lo,
Essa.
In another
sabi?
hall.
vem cá.
Porra é essa?
In another
kapatay ka. Oh, kaboses ng babae, yung girlfriend
video,
niya.
Giovanni says that he began to feel very ill shortly after this incident and was forced to go to the hospital. As he's filming his chilling story, something happens that he simply can't explain.
Muita gente estava pedindo explicações, então eu vim aqui trazer explicações agora. Eu gravei aquele vídeo ontem, de madrugada, quando eu tava dormindo com a minha namorada na sala da casa dela inteiro. Eu comecei a passar mal, inexplicavelmente, no meio do rolê. No meio do dia eu comecei a passar mal, tive que ir pro hospital. Então eu também fiquei ausente por causa disso. E agora eu tô fazendo aqui a resposta do que aconteceu realmente ali naquele lugar. E
Gago yun ah. Gago yun ah. Ano nakita mo?
E a porta do meu quarto acabou de abrir.
Patay ka.
Não faz sentido, não faz.
Giovanni's bedroom door opens by itself, but when he peeks out into the hallway, there's no one there. Cut to a week later. Giovanni is home alone when things take an even more terrifying turn.
Uy, gago ka. Anong nangyayari sa'yo?
Acontecendo.
O, tangon yung sapatos, naglalakad. Uy, gago ka. Tatado to. Gago, tatakot ako.
Again, a female voice can be heard calling out to Giovanni, even though he's completely alone in the house. He suddenly hears loud footsteps charging toward him, and he just makes a run for it. Giovanni has no idea why and how these creepy events are happening. Some of his concerned viewers believe that he might be dealing with a skinwalker or a doppelganger pretending to be his girlfriend. So now, 3 months go by and Giovanni is happy to report that nothing paranormal has happened since
Ang ganda ng girlfriend
his
niya.
last video. And it seems like he just jinxed it all. Because soon after, he and his girlfriend wake up in the middle of the night to strange sounds just outside their bedroom door.
Tá acontecendo de novo. Você ouviu? Ai, caralho.
Puta.
Whatever is haunting the couple is back, and it seems angry. So what do you think is going on here? Let me know down in the comments. Go
Alam mo yung ganyan, minumulto talaga, nakakatakot. Oh. Alam mo, mas nakakatakot yung ganyan, yung naririnig mo lang yung boses. Hindi kahit di mo na siya nakikita. Naririnig mo yung boses, naririnig mo gumagalo yung pinto, kumakatok. Mas nakakatakot yung ganyan. Di ba? Hindi, nakakatakot din pala yung nakikita.
Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Kent Burris from the YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine might seem very familiar, as I've featured updates on his continuing story many times on Nuke's Top 5. Kent has spent 5 years of his life documenting the disturbing paranormal activity he experiences day and night in his home in Carmel, Maine. Lately, Kent has experiences day and night
Ayoko ng gantong bahay. Puro salamin, no? Ayoko niyan.
his home
Ano
in
ba?
Carmel, Maine. Lately, Kent has captured even more terrifying paranormal encounters.
Gago yun.
One day, Kent is home alone and working in his office when he hears voices and bangs coming from somewhere inside his house. He quickly grabs his phone and hits record.
You making noise? You making noise upstairs?
Tinanong sa kanila, umaga ha. pero sa umaga, pero sa taas ang dilim kasi wala mga open na window. Ganun yung yari ng bahay. Ayoko lang ganyan. Gusto ko pag umaga ang bahay ko, maliwanag kahit walang ilaw. Jesus! Hindi ko lalagyan ng bubong. Nagwawala.
Cut to another early morning. Kent has fallen asleep for the night with his TV on, but at around 5 a.m. some strange sounds wake him up. He quickly turns on a light, and when he looks up, he sees something at the foot of his bed that chills him to his core. He immediately grabs his phone and hits record.
Okay. Ay, gago. Uy, gago. Ano yan? Fake o totoo, nakakatakot siya. Basta yung pag nasa bed ka, pag mulat mo, may ganun makakita. Ay, nako po.
A dark shadow figure can be seen standing at the end of the bed, slightly moving or perhaps even vibrating before it just disappears into thin air. So what do you think is going on in Kent's home? Let me know. You can watch many more paranormal moments over on Kent's YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine.
Whew.
The Night Flyer. This next video was sent in to me by NUKES Top 5 viewer Mark from Greenland. So one evening Mark is out in the snow with his daughter walking the family dog, but Mark's daughter spots something truly bizarre up on the hill. A strange dark figure can be seen floating in the sky between apartment buildings.
No!
Misses it.
Ano yan?
Ben
Manananggal.
just doesn't understand
Manananggal.
what his daughter is pointing at. He only realizes what she saw when he reviews his footage back at home. Now, Mark believes they might have captured a supernatural being known as a Kivitok, an aggressive supernatural entity from Greenland folklore. Anyway, what do you think this could be? Let me know down in the comments.
Parang nakita ko na to.
In the dark. For the last 3 months, popular YouTube
Ay, gusto ko to. Si Franco TV. Magaling
Hunter
to.
Franco TV has been on an extensive trip through several countries to explore the most haunted and downright dangerous locations in South America. Now, not too long ago, I featured Frank's terrifying exploration of the Presbítero Maestro Cemetery in Lima, Peru, where he captured some shocking moments that are still unexplained to this day. After many requests from his viewers, Frank decides to go back to the cemetery in hopes of capturing even more paranormal activity. As he's making his way through the giant cemetery, he begins to hear odd sounds coming from somewhere nearby.
Okay. Hear it. You heard that? Right over there. Someone's whistling.
Nakakatakot si Vinterio, no?
I'm out.
Now, Frank is a little spooked by the strange sounds, but what he doesn't seem to notice is that someone or something seems to be
Patay.
lurking just behind the tombstones. Frank shrugs off the sounds and continues to explore.
Hindi mo alam kung mga duwag yung multo o matatapang. Diba? Naduduwag tayo sa multo, pero parang sila yung duwag. Lagi sila nakasilip. Ayaw humarap sa harapan, no?
Making his
Parang sumilit na nga lang kayo.
way through the giant graveyard. That's when he captures something downright creepy.
I'm gonna start heading towards that area where people end their lives. I kind of want to look at this place. See if I could probably get some stock footage from it or something. What the hell is that?
Naka-night mode lang. Tangina, naka-night mode lang pala siya. Akala ko madaling araw. Butya, nakakatakot.
I saw something small there.
Oh, shit.
When brightened and enhanced, a pale face can be seen looking out from inside one of the crypts. Frank spots the peeking face and quickly hurries over to look inside the crypt. But there's no one there. The cemetery is dark and it's hard to see, so Frank believes that he might have just captured a reflection from something inside the crypt. He again shrugs off the bizarre event as something that can just be explained. But what happens next
Ay,
is
meron pa rin.
absolutely horrifying.
Nakakatakot yung sementeryo.
That's the front door there. That is creepy. That's the basement area. Right in there.
Yan ang nakakatakot, tol.
I just heard another gunshot over there.
Did you see it?
Hindi.
Now let's watch that again, but this time I'll brighten up and enhance the footage.
That is creepy. That's the basement area.
Tiyang na may nakatayo.
In there.
Something can be seen standing right at the bottom of the crypt stairs, but when Frank shines his flashlight, it just seems to disappear. So could this ominous figure belong to the person buried inside the crypt? You decide. You can watch this entire exploration series of the
Ang hirap ng ganun, no? Pag nasa dilim siguro, kasi binarate niya kaya natin nakita na may nakatayo dun eh. So, sa totoong buhay, pag nakita natin hindi natin siya na makikita na sa medyo madilim, di ba? Takot. Nakakatakot yung ganyan. Nakakatakot yung sementeryo, hindi mo makapunta talaga dyan ng gabi. So, yun, maraming salamat sa panonood at hanggang sa